And welcome back, everybody. It is time for game number 2 between Sziky and DragOn. We are going on to New Aztec.
Yes, we are, and that was a cool game one. I really enjoyed that one. I know it didn't maybe end quite the way we were hoping it would at what point, but it's all about the game, and that's just what we're here for, really, to watch awesome games, hard fought between players. So that's really cool, even though the outcome didn't necessarily go the way we wanted it to. But DragOn showed that he has the potential to do some serious damage to Sziky, catch him a little bit off guard, and so I'm really excited for how he's going to play this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It also makes me wonder how Sziky would feel after that game. Probably not quite expecting someone like DragOn to pull something like that off. So maybe a little bit surprised. Maybe going to play a little bit more carefully. Maybe going to allow DragOn to maybe take some risks in this game. It's funny how the mind games work. Does last game mean that, well, Sziky's going to play more turtley because he doesn't want to lose his third over and over again? And does that mean DragOn can do something crazy, like double expand or something? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see, but it's very possible. It's going to be really interesting because when you're against a player such as Sziky, mind games are well and good, but you can still probably have a little bit of a tendency to feel just like you want to be safe, no matter how game one went. But hopefully DragOn's above that. So yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, in that case, let's go into game number 2 then. Elegant, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. And here we go into game number 2 at the 12 o'clock position. As the teal Zerg, we have Sziky. At the bottom right position, as the green Protoss, we have Dragon Pain. Ooh, looks like had a little bit of a probe malfunction going to the back of the minerals. Tends to happen on these maps with weird formations.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you know how I always say I'm ready? I think I wasn't quite ready for that last game, thinking about my reactions throughout the game. Maybe I wasn't quite as ready as I thought I was. I almost had a heart attack. I think I literally waved my arms in the air at one point.
Yeah, I think I caught it on camera too, so all of the screen got to see it. That was fantastic.
Oh no, you did the elegant cam.
I did. I had it ready this time. It was perfect.
Oh damn, you remembered. Well, if DragOn gets anywhere close to winning again, then you're gonna need that because damn it,
I have it at the ready. I need to figure out how to give it a hotkey. I don't know how to hotkey like one image in the thing. I need to figure it out.
Yeah, so it's like 300 APM XSplit usage. Elegant cam, back again. Super.
Yeah, man, you've seen the command center. You know how it goes down.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, guys, you wouldn't believe Sales command center.
Is this a 9 pool, by the way? Is this what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a 9 pool. You're seeing a 9 pool.
Uh-oh.
Sziky Lings incoming.
Oh, man, he scouted the wrong way, too. Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Wall's a bit weird. Is that right?
I'm not sure. It could be correct, actually. Yeah, I think it builds towards the gateway there. Actually, this is really good.
He must have done
this is not only correct, but I think he's left enough space for 2 cannons, in which case I love this wall.
I like that. Yeah, I think there is enough space for 2 cannons. You're exactly right. Oh, good. So this is a great start. I'm already feeling excited. Oh my goodness.
He sent a second probe, actually, even though it's a 3-player map. You don't necessarily need to do that, but he's done it safe, and that's going to help him a lot, I think.
Yeah. I think I'm enjoying this a bit too much. This actually has me excited. Just the idea that Sziky's going 9 pool and DragOn has a good wall in. This is a worrying level.
But see, here's the thing, Elegant. Here's the problem. You remember Game 3 between Sziky and Terror? Terror had a link-proof wall in. Sziky drone rushed him, ran into the wall, and still won the game. So, good walls are nice, but they are nothing to Sziky.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
I just made Elegant really sad. You should see his sad face now after I brought that up.
It's like kicking a puppy. Oh man, and there you go, the probe dies as well as it heads into Sziky's base. But come on DragOn, the wall in is good. Interestingly, he's chosen to make 1 cannon behind the forge, that's curious, but yeah, that's going to be nice and safe. Can't imagine Sziky's got any even vague ideas of running by that. He would not have any links left, which is all good and well.
I think the second cannon here below the fort is actually better because it helps block a run by along the left side down below the wall. You see what I mean? Kind of around everything because he built the wall quite high. Another thing I love is that he tried to sneak out a probe before the Lynx got there. One thing that happens very often with a 9-pull is the Lynx get to your front, and if you didn't send a probe out before they got there, you can never scout with a probe again. And if you can't see anything until Corsairs, you are at such high risk of getting Hydra busted. It's crazy. So really love this fast probe.
That's something that can take a while to learn as a prototype because it feels horrible, doesn't it? Sending out that next probe so early because that's a big hit from your economy. But as you go on and trial and error shows you that it's just better to know what the Zerg
And you have to remember also that the Zerg went for a 9-pull, so it's still okay. I mean, he's hurt his economy as well. So even though, sending out the second probe really fast is not ideal, it's like, well, you know, that's the exchange you have to make.
Yeah, if you don't want to die to something stupid, you just got to do it. But yeah, it definitely took me a while to learn that. But good to see that DragOn is not ashamed of getting that scouting information in any way he can. And his next is almost done now. I'm curious to see where he's going to progress from here. He does already have a cybernetics core on the way, looking slightly early on the cybernetics core. I'm wondering if we're going to see another speed lock build again because the gas cybernetics core, timing was slightly quirky, I feel.
Possibly.
But we'll see. Yeah,
I wasn't quite paying attention, actually.
It's not the sort of thing you usually
But actually, I mean, the gas has only been mined, he's not even mined 100 gas yet, and the core's almost done.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to get all of the options available to him. But that's, well, I guess we'll see what he does. One thing I want to mention is that, last game we saw a pretty heavy 2-base attack. DragOn actually confirmed for us it wasn't an all-in. Or he didn't intend for it to be an all-in, but I think of any map where you're going to 2-base all-in, Aztec is probably a good place to do it because your third gas is pretty obnoxious to take. I think we mentioned this before, but really the closest base is a mineral only. Either you take the inside gas or you take the faraway one, and neither one is really nice. Whereas a Zerg just gets another natural as his third, exactly as Sziky's done, and he can split the map, 2/3 in his favor and not worry about the extra lacking any gas.
But there's still no natural gas for DragOn, which interests me, and it makes me think that it's probably going to be Zealot based. Oh no, there we go, we do have the natural gas. But of course Sziky isn't knowing this because he does not have an Overlord hovering over the high ground, so he doesn't know
that's true.
DragOn's gas timing, which is curious. DragOn could produce a Dragoon and just snipe off that Overlord really easy, and he is continuing to produce Zealots. He has got the +1 ground weapons coming in. It's later than it was last game, so it's not a super early +1 ground weapons. But it is happening, and of course no sign of the Citadel as of yet. First Corsair is about to happen right now. Sziky going for a Spire, but he isn't banking any extra gas or minerals. He doesn't have a natural gas, so it's not going to be mutas at this early stage.
Indeed not. We see the fourth hash just placed as well. One thing to note, by the way, that even though the second gas was maybe slightly late compared to what you can get it at, it was still faster than last game. Last game he got it really late. It was like 42 supply or something like that when he got it. This game I was keeping an eye, I think it was about 32, just over 32 supply. When he got that second gas, so it was still faster than last game. But again, on destination, the second gas was pretty obnoxious to take. Sziky was harassing it with the Zerglings, but it looks like we do have a trap throw behind the mineral, so he is going to be going for mass courses once again. I think that's a particularly good idea on Aztec, where it's very easy to get dropped in your main. We saw in DragOn versus Julia, DragOn had a really hard time with all of Julia's lurker drops in the main, so it would be good to have some Corsair coverage.
Yeah, very good, because of course you got that high ground. Yeah, the main, it's a big main base. There's a lot of room for Zerg to come in and out, so yeah, it's always good to have the extra Corsair. When you're going to be battling against that kind of stuff, we do have +1 Zealot leg, +1 Zealot leg speed. Imagine if there was +2 Zealot leg speed. They'd be across the map like vultures.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be sick. I'd just basically make Zealot. But yeah, he's making the Zealot leg speed. And he's continuing to produce Zealot, so he's going to have a fair number again. Sziky, I'm wondering whether he's going to be a little bit more caught off guard by this time.
First Corsair!
Damn it. Damn, DragOn loses the Corsair in the main, and he's got another one chasing back to his natural now, which should be alright. He's going to push out, and he's going to reveal his Zealot count way before leg speed is done, and that's really, really interesting, because that's quite a giveaway, really. Oh, Sziky, in a slightly uncharacteristic mistake there, loses 2 Scourge in DragOn's natural. No big deal.
Very strange.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just, quite perplexed by that. I've actually never seen Sziky just throw those away like that. It's an early point in the game. There isn't any other harass going on. I mean, I would have thought he'd have pulled those back. But again, it's not a game changer. See, here's the thing, guys. We're kind of nitpicking because Sziky's so good. It's like these are the only kind of mistakes he ever even makes, so we have to point them out. losing 2 Scourge is the best thing you can hope for.
Yeah.
Against it. Anyway, looks like his ult's come back. They have to be a bit careful. Is speed almost done at least?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, looks like speed just now finished. I was gonna say if they go too far out and they don't have speed, they can't retreat if they get surrounded by the speed links. So you got to be a little bit careful. But looks like DragOn was aware of that.
I think it's good that he's going over to the natural expansion instead of the third right now, because the SimCity is not so strong in the natural, and he could actually have a fairly good shake at getting in here. The Hydras are not done yet, and he's got quite a few zealots. Come on, DragOn, come on, don't let us down.
No
go in
Hunter
now,
range
go in
either.
now.
It's not
You've
done
got the
yet.
chance.
We do the fast forward from Sziky, the very standard opening nowadays. Looks like the zealots go in, get hit by the Sunken a couple times, decide they don't actually want to try and break that, and they're just going to chill here, just look threatening, look menacing outside the Zerg base. Meanwhile, we do have a High Templar, and looks like not immediately being morphed into an Archon. We are actually going to see some Sty Storms this game, so that's pretty nice. And +1 attack is also almost finished for the Corsairs, so even though he did lose that one of those initial Corsairs, he is up to, looks like, 6 Corsairs now, which with +1 will be pretty good against anything the Zerg can throw at him in the air.
Yeah.
Actually, is there no +1 carapace? Ooh, no +1 air carapace.
No, there's no +1 carapace. But yeah, we do have the Overlord speed happening. We have, plenty of Corsairs. So DragOn's going to be fine with that. I think as long as he keeps his Corsairs
Overlord
alive.
farm on the left could be toast. I don't think there's enough Hydras underneath.
There is not. And if he goes in with the Zealots as well, potentially he could take out all those Overlords without losing a single Corsair. But oh my god, here comes the big fight of Scourge, and DragOn's going to be chasing home. Did he lose any Corsairs right there? I didn't see.
Not yet.
Okay, and he's not going to either.
Yeah, he did have a good reaction there and turned away, but it looks like he's regrouped and now actually wants to fight these Scourge.
Chasing the Scourge, that's a very
good
idea.
Oh man, gets every single one!
There you go. That's how it's done. DragOn playing it very, very cool. He's stacked his Corsairs with a probe behind his mineral line, which I love. That's a very, very nice move. He sees Sziky's not so early, but moderately early 4th base. He might be able to catch these Overlords here, but it looks like there are enough Hydras there now for the time being anyway. So those Corsairs just going to have to do a little bit of running around action. And Sziky is now heading off to try and stop any kind of third base attempt from DragOn, but I think DragOn's going to be cool with that. He's got plenty of Zealots out. And he's occupying a fair number of Hydras over on the left-hand side as well. So he's keeping all those Hydras at home, threatening the Overlord farm, which is very, very good times. There are a few Overlords he can maybe bag at the natural, 4 or so, but he might lose, of course, in the process, so it would be a little bit of a trade-off. And it looks like we might get these Hydras caught for Sziky, actually. And they're going to have to retreat basically all the way home. Otherwise, they're going to be fighting against a superior force of Zealots right here, and DragOn's perfectly happy just to let them go. Not quite sure what his plan right here is, but it's going to go fairly stably into the later stages of the mid game. Both these guys going to be pumping up their economies a little bit more. Sziky continuing to produce drones right now over the left hand side, but not so many. He's not going drone crazy. He is still hitting it quite hard with the Hydralisks.
Yeah, I think that's what he should be doing, because I was actually going to say I don't like DragOn's game plan right now. If the game just keeps going on casually like it is so far, Sziky's gonna have a major advantage. He's got 4 gas bases, he's got the extra main, he split the map already favorably for himself. DragOn's getting a mineral only third, not nearly as useful. It might even get denied right now, which would be god awful for him, but I think he might be able to save it unless Sziky goes for the snipe. And no, looks like there's also coming in here. We need the High Templars. The High Templars lagging behind a little bit. The Hydras are getting clumped though. Let's see the storms. It looks like the first storm is not great, the second storm is better, and oh man, but most of the Zealots have melted though. There's not enough support, but here comes some Dragoons in the back. It looks like DragOn is going to win this first engagement, although losing almost his entire Zealot force in the process though, as well as burning through most of his storms.
Yeah, I don't really like that engagement for DragOn. It was kind of alright, but he needed that storm to be there immediately, not lagging so much behind his Zealots. That was unfortunate. With the storm right at the front of things, that battle could have gone brilliantly for DragOn, but now he's going to have to switch back into Zealot production again when he's only just moved into Dragoon production. So that's not optimal for him at all. We have a bunch of Sziky lanes coming in the front door here, trying to clean up, but then they might be able to catch a couple of High Templar while they're at it, but no, deciding to pull back instead. And yeah, this is that wasn't the best engagement ever for DragOn, and I think he really needs a game plan, and he needs it to happen, and he needs it to happen now. I'm disappointed not to see any shuttle happening yet from him. He knows that the Zerg has a 4th base. He has plenty of Corsairs. I don't know why we're not seeing any Dark Templar drops at this stage.
Exactly. He's not really using them in conjunction with the Corsairs, but But at least he's got a huge, wow, this actually got a huge supply lead. 142 against 102, so it looks like that engagement actually went decently for him. Of course, you have to remember, Zealots are actually easier to produce than Hydras. They don't cost any extra gas. So trading that was actually not the worst thing. Meanwhile, actually, it looks like Sziky is actually slightly concerned about any kind of drops in this bottom left main, so he's going to start adding in some side defenses. Looks like these forces, meanwhile, have temporarily supply blocked Sziky right here. 104, 102. DragOn, meanwhile, getting a massive supply lead and still pumping out quite a lot. Mostly Dragoons, though. He's got a very goon-heavy force, and that is strong if the storms are perfect. That's the crucial component there. Dragoons by themselves kind of suck against, you know, Hydra laying, but if you have good storms backing him up, then this army is very, very scary.
Yeah, but Sziky rather, excuse me, is good at splitting Hydras. We've seen that before, but DragOn's going now, and he's continuing to produce goons. Wow, this is balls to the wall stuff from DragOn. He's just got a small handful of Zealots in his army. He actually has barely produced maybe only 1 or 2 more since that earlier engagement, but so few. And he's pushing forward now with a heavy force of Dragoons. He does have obs in his army, but it's going to take him a while if he's going to try and break through that static defense of Sziky's natural. There isn't so much on the map right now for Sziky that he can not be too careful, and DragOn has a lot of Dragoons. My goodness, wow, that is a lot of Dragoons.
Man, this is a beast mode macro here. Meanwhile, ooh, interesting, gonna take the 3 o'clock. That is a very interesting base to take, and I think that's probably quite clever because he's expanding along his attack path as well. He knows the other bases are very tricky to defend, so he's gonna take the base that's closest to his army, which is a really awesome idea actually. Unfortunately for him, Sziky is like really smart. He's actually sent speedlings to kill his probe. But here we go. The attack is moving in. There's a lot of lurkers, but that's okay because there's even more Dragoons. 183 supply against 122, but these Scourge are coming in. He needs to protect the observers. It looks like all of the observers go down, though the Corsairs were not there to help out. However, there aren't that many lurkers left, it looks like, but DragOn has been temporarily stopped by a great snipe from Sziky, and it looks like the Scourge are not paying attention. Sorry, the Corsairs not paying attention. Gonna take some more spore hits, but it looks like he keeps that one barely alive. Meanwhile, here come the speedlot reinforcements. Remember, speedlots are...
Look at the supply.
Oh my god, max DragOn against 116. What the hell?
Like a machine. He is almost maxed out versus Sziky's 113 supply blocked army. DragOn is in a crazy good army position.
Here we go. The obs is here. The new obs is here. There's a storm. 1 lurker left in the defense. It looks like some Hydras are coming in the back, but they're just going to run into a wall of Dragoons and storm here. It looks like a few speedlots are even stopping things here. Man, DragOn is in good shape.
Come on, DragOn! Come on, DragOn! He's pushing all the way into the natural expansion. Sziky is on the run right here. DragOn has a massive army in Sziky's natural expansion. He's going to be able to push all the way into the natural. This is insane. Sziky has so few forces coming in from the back. He has a handful.
Oh my god, all the overlords are on hold position in front of the Corsairs. Sziky's going to get supply blocked and he won't be able to reinforce. Sziky is actually supply blocks completely. He cannot reinforce anymore. He's got a ton of money, but he can't reinforce, Elegant. This could be it.
DragOn has still got a massive Dragoon army in the natural expansion. Sziky is in so much trouble. He can't produce any more units. This is crazy. He now is unsupplied because he's lost so much stuff, but DragOn is continuing to produce units. He's bursting.
Oh my god, Zyky's got a whole bunch of lings on the left side that are somehow just forgotten there. He's got like 20 lings sitting there doing nothing.
But the lings are coming in now. There are still enough Dragoons, I feel, just about to deal with them. And he does still have a decent amount of storm. Can he catch a good storm on those lings? First storm, a bit of a dud. Second storm, a bit of a dud too. Tries to make an Archon. Fails to make an Archon, but he's still going forward. He has Zealot reinforcements. He does still
He's got over double the supply, Elegant. 157 against 72. The natural defenses are completely busted. The natural hatchery is under fire. Sziky just spamming as many Zerglings as he possibly can. He's finally found the 20 lings on the left side. Those will help a lot, but DragOn is reinforcing with pure speedlot exactly as he should, and he's +2 Zealot against unupgraded Zerglings, I believe. Hold on, let me try and click one. No, sorry, they're 1-1 now, actually. But GG from Sziky! DragOn takes game number 2. I cannot believe it, Elegant. Aztec is not supposed to be a good map for PvZ.
I can't believe it. I need a minute. This is crazy.
It wasn't even all in. It wasn't a cheese. He played straight up. He took 3 bases. Sziky went for the standard nowadays. He went for the fast 4 base. Didn't even take that much damage in the beginning.
I don't even... That was insane. DragOn's game plan. I don't know how it worked out so well, but his supply just went...
Well, his game plan was clearly, I'm going to macro like a boss.
And he did.
And win. And he did.
Goodness me. Can we take a break? I need to take some water and think about what just happened.
I think so. I think we're all going to be in a bit of shock right now. When we come back from the break, we can all go crazy and celebrate. Even though it's only one game in a series.
One game, that's one
it's still
victory.
A best of 5. That's like already a victory. The fact that it wasn't a 3-0. Like, yes, we already won. All right, go into a quick ad break and be back for game number 3 on Andromeda.